Pakistan's former advisor, Barrister Shahzad Akbar, has been allegedly brutally attacked by masked men at his home in Cambridge in United Kingdom. As per reports, the assault was so severe that it left him with a bloody nose, injured jaw and broken ribs. The attack happened after he gave a speech criticizing the Pakistan's Army Chief General Asim Munir. Rishabh continues to stay live with us. And Rishabh, this is a brutal attack that has taken place in United Kingdom. What are the details? This comes after his criticism of the Pakistani army.
Pakistan, you do not criticize the establishment, and here we are talking about an advisor of former Prime Minister who is behind the bar because he fell, apart from the establishment and the same army general itself in London, talking ill about the general who happens to be the de facto ruler of the country. And this is what happens if you start doing it. Pakistan is not a democracy where you can criticize the leader and still be in the country or anywhere in the world. And this is what the situation of Pakistan and its control, Pakistani army's control over the day-to-day activities of the government, of the administration, and even abroad. This clearly looks like Pakistani army hired people who went after the former advisor of Imran Khan, and the way this has taken place, there is not even iota of respect against any criticism, and that is something that we are seeing in Pakistan. And this is something that has come to light in Pakistan. The PTI workers are facing this day in and day out. Even the Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, who happens to be the PTI leader, have been facing discrimination. At least he's not getting assaulted by the backers of Pakistani establishment, but this is something that has become a routine in Pakistan. Anyone who opens mouth against Asim Munir or his dispensation, which is the Rawalpindi dispensation, meets with the same fate. Okay, and there has already been a lot of criticism on the way that Imran Khan has been incarcerated. Do stay with us. Earlier this week, in fact, the Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir had also claimed that divine intervention had helped Pakistan during the military conflict with India. Remarks now surfacing after a video of his speech went viral on social media, and in this undated clip, which Pakistan media has reported on, indicates that it is from 10th of December. Munir is heard invoking religious imagery while referring to the conflict with India.
मेरा खुदा गवाह है, ये बुनियान मरसूस में अल्लाह की मदद आई और हमने अल्लाह की मदद आते हुए देखी, महसूस की। वही अंसुरकुमुल्लाहु फला गालिब लकुम, हमने महसूस किया। तो जो कहा हुआ है ना, इसमें 100% हकीकत है कि फजाए बद्र पैदा कर, फरिश्ते तेरी नुसरत को उतर सकते हैं गर्दों से, कितार अंदर कितार अब भी। सिर्फ ये कि हमने अपने तौर तरीकों को ठीक करना है, बस। और ये बुनियाद महसूस के अंदर ये हुआ।
Rishabh is live with us. And Rishabh, divine intervention, that's a claim that Pakistan is now making.
Well, an army chief talking about an operation, a defense that they were supposed to do, talks about divine intervention in a military operation. India was hitting their air bases. India was retaliating because they opened fire on the civilian population of India. Pahalgam happened. India retaliated with strikes on the terror, terror outfits, terror hideouts. Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed were attacked. In response, the response came in from Pakistani army, Pakistani Rangers on international border as well as on LOC. In response, India hit their 13 air bases, shot down their 8 planes at least, India's S-400s, or for that matter, the Akash missile or others, made sure that the Pakistani Air Force has, sustained a damage that amounts to about 20% of their air power. And then after 8 months, instead of reviewing what went wrong and why could not Pakistan sustain a preempted strike by India, the army chief, or now the CDF, Chief of Defense Forces, is talking about divine
intervention. Do stay with us. Just a moment, Rishabh. Let me also bring in Major General Shashi Asthana on the broadcast with us. Major General, how do you look at this? Instead of looking at what went wrong, now Asim Munir is talking about divine intervention.
Yes, I would in fact correctly name him as Mullah Munir, and Mullah Munir is trying to give a religious tone to his followers, as most of the priests do. There is no doubt that they had a good bashing in Operation Sindoor, and to save his face, they played up all kinds of wrong narratives, and also to say that the kind of narrative warfare they went into, and to some extent they were successful in a manner, because Chinese and Americans and some Western countries whose equipment actually got a bashing in Operation Sindoor also joined up the narrative war. So they tried to pull it out, and there was a face. But then the realities are coming to fore. The people in Pakistan are getting to know what actually happened slowly and slowly. And now he's finding a different excuse that it was a divine intervention which saved us. So therefore, he's indirectly acknowledging that perhaps if the divine intervention was not there, they would have been doomed. And Pakistan army would have been doomed. So basically, it is indirectly acknowledging the kind of damages which they suffered from Indians and from the Indian Defence Forces. And we knew, in fact, earlier also I had been saying that the cat is out of the bag. The world started realizing as to what actually happened slowly after the initial bout of the narrative warfare. And slowly those realities are coming to fore. Now, this is a call of a helpless Chief of Defence Forces to basically say that somehow we got saved. So that is how I read it.
Okay, all right. Major General, thank you for joining us. In fact, there is a lot of criticism that is also pouring in, and voices of revolt are also getting louder, because the Pakistani cleric and politician has also flagged the hypocrisy of the Pakistani ruling establishment regarding the position on India and Afghanistan. In a reference to Operation Sindoor, which is still now ongoing in Pakistan, the Jamiat Ulema-e-Islam Fazal chief has in fact said that Pakistani leadership has done exactly the same in Afghanistan as well, with airstrikes purportedly targeting the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan that it criticized India for. Rahman said that you attacked our enemy in Afghanistan and justified these attacks, but India also says that it has attacked enemies in multiple areas within Pakistan. Listen in.
अगर आप कहते हैं, मेरे सवालात हैं कि हमने अपने दुश्मन के मराकज़ पर स्ट्राइक किया है और आप इसको एक जायज बयानिया कहते हैं, तो हिंदुस्तान आपसे कहता है कि मैंने बहावलपुर में हमला किया है, मैंने मुरीद में हमला किया है, मैंने कश्मीर में हमारे खिलाफ कार्रवाइयां करने वालों के मराकज़ पे हमले किए हैं। आप उस पर एतराज क्यों कर रहे हैं?